the more and more I end up, editing and all that, the more and more I find out, that I just cut out a lot of just useless footage. But anyway, welcome back to Let's Play Pokemon Manly Pink. In the last part, we pretty much completed Team Plasma Base, and gotta fight Gixus here. He opens with Cofagrish. I know that the Psychic's coming on my Zebstrika, so I'm gonna go into Croco shit, even though this guy's probably packing the Giga Drain. And I'm just gonna one-shot with the Crunch. I get the crit, but I'm not sure if it mattered or not. So the next Pokemon he's gonna go into is Gamma Damarogue. I'm thinking maybe this is a Psychic or a Rock type. So I go into Conkeldurr, and I presume to superpower it. He gets the speed advantage on me because Conkeldurr pretty much has no speed whatsoever. Gets the poison. And I'm like, okay. Now I'm working on a time limit here. Oh wait, no, I got full restores. Get the -1. And I'm like, okay, I could probably take another hit from it because Gotten Damarung's physical isn't very good. Even though it's, level 64. Hits me with Earthquake. I go for the Revenge, predicting it. And I get the win here. Next off, he's going to go into Bouffalant. I'm going to stay in here just because, I can one-shot at any time I like. So, I'm going to use full restore on Mirror. And damn, Mirror's got a lot of HP. I think I might have play speed EVs on him. He goes for a Wild Mode, which is kind of made me go, kind of iffy on that move. So I end up going for the Revenge to knock him out. Now, it pretty much cripples him. He goes for the full restore. I go for the Agent Power. And at this point, I speed it up a lot because... Oh, touch my mic. Because I'm going to be bulking up to +3 attack, or at least +2 attack and defense. And there's going to be a lot of me healing, and I'm like, do I have anything else to heal? And yes, I do. So, go for the last bulk up. With the Revenge. For an easy knockout. He's going to go into Bisharp next. I think I knew that was a freaking Bisharp. And I swear in my head, word of advice, never use Turbo way too much because speed kills him. Okay. Oh, sorry about that. So he goes into his Electros, also known as Shiburodon. He goes for Toxic. I pass on that Toxic to him, and he's got Lumberry. I swear, really, Lumberry? What's next? You got Rest and, I'm trying to think of the other move. Sleep Talk? So he goes for a couple of flamethrowers on me. I hit the crit with the Psychic, and that's pretty much the end of him. I have no idea what this next poke is, and it's Hydreigon, and I'm like, holy shit, this is gonna freaking wreck me. Unless I get a decent hit on him. Gets me with a Thunderbolt, then uses Dragon Claw, leaves me with about 13 HP, and victory there. And I believe for beating him, he's like, oh, Team Plasma's pretty much disbanded. I'm going to go back to my gym. Secretary's like, oh, thank you for saving us. The president's like, oh, thanks for saving us. I'm going to give you the Mash Ball. So I end up cutting out everything up to, I believe we're about to go to the next gym. and I throw the lucky egg on trying to think on crocodile. Well, and I have no idea what I was thinking. It should be an obvious, you know, just straight out. Okay, crocodile's pretty much gonna run through everything here, which I still leave Blitz soul for a second. I'm like, oh yeah, I forgot. Crocodile's pretty much gonna rape everything. So from here on out, it's gonna be crocodile just running house until something like a Pokemon, like, I'm trying to think of its name, Jellicent, pops up and goes, okay, I'm gonna wreck your party. You know how I said that they probably have the Giga Drain? They do. So in comes Jellicent. I'm thinking, okay, crunch. And apparently, what is it? Hydro Pump kills me. I mean, I wake up the turn after he puts me to sleep. So, and he's got that stupid freaking Golurk. I'm gonna go into my tripped again. My Haxorus. Whereas I was dumb enough to try to use a freaking Earthquake on it. Golurk, so I go into Dive Bomb for him to clean up everything else. And a lot of these fights are pretty much going to be the same, so I figured I might as well take this chance to pretty much what my future plans for Let's Plays are. I have a couple of games in mind. I have a couple of games sitting around here. I thought about doing Kingdoms of Amalur Reckoning, but I'm like, because it really does feel like a stock, you know, RPG kind of deal, where it really does feel like, you know, it's like, okay, I've done this 100 times before, and it's really not interesting to me, even though I'm just running around doing side quests and everything. And it would just be this massive freaking project that would probably be like 70-80 parts, even if I did put to about 20-minute parts and remove pretty much all of the running around in it. I'm also thinking of doing PK Out the Darkness because it's quick. I personally feel it's a little bit underrated. So I end up running around here trying to find a gym leader. Here and I'm like, okay, time to heal up. So here's next opponent. I believe this is, I'm trying to think of his name. Satoshi. That's what his name is. Okay. So Satoshi is going to lead off with Cofagorus, this thing that's been popping up all over the place. Like, he's got Intimidate. I got Hyper Cutter, which means I am going to just run house on this thing. So that's one down. Crock of shit goes 64. Nintendo 64. So I'm gonna go into Blitz because Jellicent is coming in. So I figured, you know, I might as well make note to remember the names of all these guys. So I think I end up getting a crit the first time around. Free kill on a really just bulky water type. Ghost plus water. You're begging for a guy to go sub all day on you. So in comes Golurk. I'm going to go into Crocodile. Pretty much kill him at this point. He goes for Toxic. Then the full restore. So toxic damage just racking up. He's got another Jellicent, which is the female one. Easy play, going to Zebstrika. Hit him with the Thunderbolt. Even though it's like level 66, I still get speed advantage. He goes for Cosmic Power. Not really too much to worry about. Just hit him with Thunderbolt. and we will move on to the final opponent. Now this thing right here, no, it's not this one, it's the next one. So I put in Croco shit because it's only going to be level 1 toxic damage. Go for the Earthquake, which Chandelure has no physical defense. And there's your winner there. This last poke, Spiritomb, this thing's a royal pain in the ass. So I end up speeding up a lot of this. So I go for T-Wave. He's immediately got the Lumberry. I swear my head, they must have figured we're gonna, try to get any kind of status on him. And just, somehow, shape or form, run house on him. So I use Super Potion because I could use something else, but I figured use up some of these items. Can't even take Shadow Ball without healing again. Go for T-Bolt, not doing much. So I end up, I'm like, okay, Tail Glow. Crunch does a lot to me. So it ends up going for a Shadow Ball. So I'm sitting on +4 special attack. I'm gonna hit him with T-Bolt. And that's gonna do pretty much a crippling amount of damage. And he goes for the full restore. He could have done that at any point. And I'm like, shit, I ran out of freaking T-Bolts, so I'm like, okay, I'm gonna have to switch out. Going to Dive Bomb. I know Spiritomb has no kind of speed. I'm like, okay, Aero Blast. Sucks that I had to waste, +4 T-Bolt on him because I ran out of it. Kinda wish I got crit on it, but, it is what it is. So, for that victory, we get 17,000 in March Badge. So we get TM4, I believe that is Shadow Ball? Or Psychic, I'm not sure which. But still pretty deadly move. But then again, I have Psycho Boost on my Reuniclus. So I end up running all the way back to Pokemon Center. Heal up. And I believe I end up flying over to Cinabar Island. No, I tried to go to Seafoam, but like, oh yeah, I forgot I haven't been to Seafoam, plus there's no Pokemon Center. So I do the standard, talk to a couple of people. Go inside Pokemon Mansion, and I found out a lot of this was just me running around trying to figure out where I had to go. Pretty much the new Pokemon you catch here are level 60 something Behemoths, Heatmore, mid to late 60s in the levels of Heatmore, Growlithe, Staraptor's not till late game. Scrafty, and I think there's one other Behemoth. Just saw the freaking Behemoth. So I end up cutting out a lot of this. Like, I pretty much wrapped this whole part at point where I'm pretty much running around like a moron, trying to figure out where the frick am I supposed to go, because I haven't played this game in so freaking long. So I decided, was like, okay, run away from every Scrafty. If I run out of, Earthquakes and Crunches. And this kid, somehow, he makes it all the way here with level 33 Munya, Watchog, and another Munya. So, wow, I don't know how you even get through the front door without Heatmore just get out. So we still run Golurks. and just absolutely annihilating them. You know, I'm doing the standard, Pokemon player, looking for items, killing easy pokes because it's just for level ups. And I think even at this point I've pretty much ran out of stick, because there's no real items in here that are like crucial to the plot. Like you have to go here to pick up this item, or you have to go there to get that item, until like very much real later on. Okay, the guy's got a Scrafty next. I'm not picking that phone up. Go for the Arrow Blast. Just run the house on that guy. Really, I swear to God that they picked like the worst times ever or I picked like the worst times ever, because I'm not using my headset anymore. I got this stand-up mic that I think is it's working pretty well for me. And I gotta get rid of that burn on freaking crocodile. There's another Scrafty. I'm like, leave me alone. Let me have something I can actually fight. Find a calcium right there. And I think this is pretty much where I cut it off, because a lot of me just run around like a retard. So thanks for watching. I'll see you guys next time. Have a nice day.